Hello and welcome to the daily Nifty and Bank Nifty Insights with MJ. Let's study and explore the current stock market with the help of performance of Nifty and Bank Nifty. Today is the 12th August 2020 and we'll be estimating the probable moves, resistance and support levels, buying and selling zones along with a new emerging trend in Nifty and Bank Nifty for the next trading day, that's 13th August 2020. Tomorrow is a Thursday and it's a weekly options expiry day. So you need to take special care of market tomorrow, especially if you are a intraday trader. Well, if you are new to our YouTube channel, please like the channel and subscribe the channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon such that whenever we upload any video, you get the intimation on it. And also be generous to share the video with your friends and trading communities. By sharing the knowledge, your knowledge will improve and enhance multiple times. If you look at daily chart of Nifty and Bank Nifty today, you could see that the Bank Nifty as well as Nifty both opened gap down, taking cues, especially from the global market, but recovered most of the losses by the end of the day. Nifty overall lost 14 points and closed at 11,308, while as Bank Nifty gained 37 points and closed at 22,264. Market was volatile with a flat to negative market breadth with the 23 stocks advancing and 27 declining. We had estimated a range of 11,100 to 11,390 for Nifty and 21,756 to 22,668 for Bank Nifty based on available data and trading pressure of the participants from the previous day. Both the indices traded within the estimated range with the high volatility as we had expected. Now, if we look at the trend today, Nifty made a lower high and lower low. That means a downturn or downtrend initiated, rather reversal of the trend. We'll need to watch out tomorrow. If it makes lower low and lower high tomorrow again, then we can say that that's the confirmation of trend reversal. But the most important thing, apart from looking at lower low and lower high, you can also see yesterday was a gap up and today was a gap down, and while closing the market at the end of the day, it did not fill up the complete gap. So there is a gap left out between two bodies of the candle, hence it is confirming as a evening star kind of candle. Apart from that, it is also a hanging man kind of pattern, and that's the distribution zone, right? If you see, this distribution zone can be enhanced slightly. Let me do that part so that you get clarity, right? So in fact, this whole part is a distribution zone, and in distribution zone, hanging man is a bearish pattern and evening star as well is a bearish pattern. So you need to make a note of it so that you can trade wisely tomorrow. And Bank Nifty did a out candle consolidation. That means that made a higher high and a lower low. If you look at support and resistance levels, if the market goes upside tomorrow, you will see 11,322 and 11,341 emerging as a resistance 1 and resistance 2. If these two resistance levels are broken, then Nifty would get resistance from 11,372. In case 11,372, which is also a previous day's high, that's August 11 high, if that is broken, then you would see Nifty reaching towards 11,418 and 11,458. Those are fourth and fifth level of resistances on upside. However, if looking at this structure seems to be bearish, and if Nifty starts going southwards, you would see the first level of support would be coming at 11,282 and the second level of support emerging at 11,243. If 11,243, which is today's low as well, is broken, in that case you will see Nifty hitting at 11,213 and 11,186. And if Nifty slips below 11,186, which may not happen tomorrow, but in case if it happens so, then Nifty will go downside 11,000, right? However, you also need to make a notice of this, trend line of up channel, which is, day by day going at higher levels, and the support level, it's also taking the support level of Nifty upside. So that also needs to be noticed. By the virtue of the trend line, again tomorrow you could see 11,186 is the support level, strong support level. In fact, you can see the confluence of accumulation zone here, support lines here, and trend line as well, right? So it's a very strong support system for Nifty at this level. Now, how would you trade Nifty on intraday tomorrow? That would be of interest to you. Tomorrow is expiry, as I said, so expiry of options, weekly options. So you need to be very, very careful. And 11,285 to 11,322 is no trading zone, depicted it in yellow color. Only if Nifty goes above 11,325, let's say, or 322, and it shows bullish bias, that means the volumes are increasing and RSI is going above 60, then only you should initiate a long trade. And if you initiate a long trade from 25 to 375 or 372, could give you a 50-point trade, a 50-point trade in Nifty. 50 multiplied by 75 is 3,750. That would be per lot profit to you. And if 372 is broken, then 418 should be your target. That means at 372, you must watch whether you're going to get continuation pattern with rising volumes and your trading strategy giving you continuous upside move. Then in that case, yes, you can continue your trade for 418 and again repeat the same process at 418. And if at 418 also it has a continuation pattern and bullish bias, then 458 would be your next target upside. And in case if Nifty slips below 11,275 or 80, in that case you can initiate a short position, and your first target would be 11,243, and that means somewhere around 40 35 40 points you would get on lower side. And there is a small gap. This gap is left out, and this gap might get filled up. And if you see continuation pattern which is a bearish in nature at 11,243, then you should continue with your short trades or book part profit at this level and book part profit at 11,213. And at 11,213 in this zone, if you see, this is a small zone from 11,213 to 11,224. And in this zone, if again Nifty slips down south, then you can think of 11,186 as your third level of intraday target. And this should be the area where you should book all your profit and think of looking for reversal at this level. And if you get a reversal at this level, yes, you can initiate a long trade. And if Nifty falls that much, at least 38% on Fibonacci or 23% on Fibonacci, it will retrace, and that would still give you another trade on upside. However, if you have already met your target, your daily trading target, then you should avoid trading further. Over trading is also injurious to the mindset, right? Or rather the psychology. Now let's look at how Bank Nifty can be traded on intraday. For that, we need to open a 15-minute chart on investing.com. Unfortunately, we don't have a 10-minute chart here. Now, 22,200 to 22,323 is a no trading zone in Bank Nifty. Although Bank Nifty has broken the downtrend line here, it seems to be bullish in structure in comparison with Nifty. However, if you see on the upper side, it has got a lot of resistance at 22,323, 22,382, 22,450. These all are the Fibonacci numbers. And Bank Nifty and all the banks you might have observed follow very strictly Fibonacci numbers. Fibonacci tool is a banker's favorite tool, right? So only I would personally trade if Bank Nifty goes above 22,450, then I would go long towards 22,668. In such a case, I'll get around 210 or 220 points that would give me good risk to reward ratio. And at 22,668, if I get a bullish continuation pattern, I would look forward for 22,854 as my target. And if I get a reversal, I'll book the profit and initiate a short position here, right? And below 22,200, I would create a short position. There are more, there are better risk to reward ratios and more probability of down south. And your first target would be 22,110. That would give you almost 80 points. 80 points on Bank Nifty would be a good amount of almost $2,000. And in case if you get a bearish continuation pattern at 22,100 level, then you can think of going for a target of 21,870 to 21,900. That will be a cool, a good risk to reward ratio and a cool trade. And if this level is broken, then 21,756 should be your third and final level of target on downside, right? So, and at that level, you must think of looking for reversal or a pattern which will give you a uptrend or a bullish trade here at this level, right? So you need to be understanding how many points market can move, how much is the ATR, how much ATR has been consumed, and that will give you the guidelines. Of course, you should look at a rising volume either way, whether you are trading a short trade or a long trade, and you should look at RSI. RSI should be corresponding to your trade, and whatever your trading strategy is, trade it that way. Now let's look at what kind of market scenario is emerging from international markets, especially from Dow Jones or US 30 futures, right? And we've been observing that US 30 has, crossed this double top. And yesterday it was a very bullish when we saw this, but by the end of the day, it was already a shooting star kind of pattern. However, despite today it having a bearish bias, it has again shot up. It seems Mr. Donald Trump is not going to let this market fall. However, although this distribution zone is already broken upside, you have another distribution zone, and that's a very strong distribution zone which has been running from the last 1 year, you can say. That's September, August, or September, October of 2019. So if this level is also broken, we can say that yes, now Dow Jones has become bullish, and our markets are more or less reflecting the same emotions. So watch out this as 15-minute chart, and you would see it's a very volatile, and similar volatility you can also expect in the morning. Now let's look at some of the data points before we conclude on what kind of moves can come in Nifty or Bank Nifty. So since today the market closed at 11,308, so 11,300 is our ATM strike, and around ATM strike we will see what kind of support and resistance zones have emerged through bulls and bears who have written puts or calls respectively. So at 11,300, you can see 7 lakh contracts have come up freshly on put side, and overall 2.7 million contract. That's going to be one good support level, right? Below that at 11,250, 1.5 million contract that will act as a S2. At 11,200, another 6.5 lakh contracts, and overall 3.3 million contracts. And I think that's the maximum open interest also. So that will act as a S3 and also tomorrow's very strong support level. So it could be the lower range on Nifty downside, right? And if this level is broken, of course, there are other levels where you can consistently see a lot of, put has been written. And 11,000 seems to be the second max. So I can call it max 2, and this one at 11,200 is a max 1. So this will be max to max lower range, although, you can't think of 300 points going south side. Nifty is a bit strange, but yes, it's market, it can go any direction, and on bearish side, let's see how many, what kind of open interests have come up on call side. So at the money strike itself, you can see that almost 8.37 lakh contracts have come up, and overall 3.0 million contracts. So this is going to work as R1. Below than that, there is a good amount of call writing, or rather call overall open interest. Writing is small, only at 11,250. I can see almost 3 lakh contracts. But above than that, at 11,350, you can see 1.9 million contracts and 7 lakh contracts freshly created. So that will work as R2. Tad above than that, at 11,400, 6 lakh fresh contracts and 3.7 million contracts. So that will work as R3. So 11,400 could be our upper range tomorrow. Now, in a normal trading day, Nifty may move 100 to 150 points, and these could be fair, low or high trading range. But tomorrow being expiry, you might see some short covering or uh, you know trades on or long unwinding. Either way, the market can go at least few hundred points more if Nifty becomes wide. At 11,400, also 1.9 million contracts. So this is going to work as R4, and 3.8 million contract at 11,500. So that's the maximum open interest here. So I'll call it max 1, and 3,700 was max 2 here. So I can say there are two ranges here if Nifty remains cool and calm, so 11,200 to 11,400. But if Nifty becomes a wild with volatility, then 11,000 to 11,500 could be wild range of Nifty. Now, how would we look at the volatility? Is if you look at all these strike rates up to, let's say, even you can see that even at 10,500, some or other put writing has happened, although at higher levels, some put unwinding has happened. But overall, even at 10,800, there is a put writing. So that shows the fear in the market, that how far off people are writing the contracts, either put side or even on the call side. Also, you can see on higher call levels also, even at this level, which is 11,800, 11,700, 11,600, even 12,000 today, fresh call writing has happened. So that shows the volatility in the market. Although India VIX has fallen today, but the option chain is still showing volatility. The PCR of this option chain is 1.12, which is slightly moved up from yesterday, and we are talking about option chain expiring on August 13. That's tomorrow. Right, so that's the data from option chain, which gives me a kind of bullish or bearish sentiments of the market. Now let's look at some other data, the trading pressures. If we look at the futures data, DIIs are bearish on future, while as retail clients, FIIs and Pro both all three are bullish on future index. That includes Nifty as well as Bank Nifty, mind it. If you look from the options perspective, retail clients are mild bullish with a trading pressure of 1.16. FIIs are sideways with a trading pressure of 0.99, and pros are also sideways. And overall, it is 1.04 trading pressure. That shows a sideways market sentiments, right? So your entire FNO is showing a narrow range and sideways market. Now, if we look at the PCR of all three series here, it shows, neutral to bullish bias in Nifty, and Bank Nifty, it seems completely neutral bias. So it may be again a narrow range move for Bank Nifty. If you look from the cash market perspective, FIIs were net buyer with a small quantity of 351 crore, while SDIs were net seller with a 940 crore worth approximately in equities in cash market. That shows for last few days FII are net buyers while SDI is net sellers. And Nifty P is 31.33, more or less it's at the highest level. And good part is India VIX has reduced by 2.41%. That shows the market is stabilizing and the fear is reducing in the market. If you look at Nifty RSI, we can see that the RSI today is at 65, and market seems to be still in overbought zone, looking at the daily and weekly stochastics, which are at 80 and 84 respectively. So some more consolidation and correction at this level you can expect, especially looking at Nifty PER also, which will also need some or other kind of cool off. So if Nifty goes above 11,341, you may see Nifty touching 11,500 to 550, while as if Nifty goes below 11,186, you might see it witnessing a move towards 11,000. The next trading range for Nifty based upon option chain as well as your price action is 11,142 to 11,458, and volatility is going to be part of trading tomorrow. Bank Nifty next trading range for tomorrow is at 21,756 to 22,668. That's more or less what it was for today. Market may consolidate after up move of almost last 6 days, and you need to watch out for the fresh data, especially from Dow Jones or international markets. Also look at the kind of cues which are coming from domestic market, that's in form of Q1 FY21 results. There is further trade tension rising between US and China. That's a matter of concern. Apart from, there is uncertainty over the stimulus package, what was offered by Donald Trump few days back, which, took Dow Jones out of its, distribution zone. So all these data points, move the market. You need to keep an eye on it as an intraday trader, because market may suddenly move, and if you are aware of these facts, then you can adjust your stop losses accordingly. I hope this analysis is helping you to navigate through the market with confidence, and you are able to make profits. And thank you very much for watching and liking the video. To get latest information, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon such that whenever we upload any video, you get notification on our latest video. To learn stocks, derivatives, commodities, forex, trading, investing, technical or fundamental analysis, you can request for video on the subject of your choice in the comment box. There are many videos here in our YouTube which can help you in understanding the market, learning the trading techniques. And you can also go to our website. There are question answer sessions which are recorded here, which is on Wednesday 5 to 6 o'clock every week. And on Saturday, again, we have a session which is called Stock Market Ki Baat MJ Ke Saath, and that is 9:15 to 10 o'clock show in the night Saturday, right? And that also answers a lot of questions you might have about the stock market in live session, where I answer your questions, right? So you can also utilize that. Apart from that, we also have an exclusive group here in Facebook called Praj Systematic Traders and Investors. You can also send your request. This is a group by invitation. When you send a request, you should send a note why you want to join this group. The advantage of being in this group is you will come to know about what is happening in the market, the quarterly results, or the charts, updates. I generally update what I'm trading live here, and and I also post my results there, so that that what I'm trading, or if I'm writing something that I'm trading the particular script or FNO, then that I have traded that, right? So that can also be of help to you. All right, thank you very much for watching and liking the video. Please share the video with your friends and concerned trading communities who can also be benefited from quality knowledge and analysis. Good luck, happy trading, happy investing.